From the twisted mind of screenwriter Colin Higgins, Harold and Maude is a masterpiece of pitch-black comedy. It tells the morose yet heartwarming tale of two people who fall in love based on their shared obsession with death. The tricky tonal tightrope of comedy drama means that movies of this genre tend to skew more one way than the other. But in the hands of seminal new Hollywood filmmaker Hal Ashby, Harold and Maude is both a laugh-out-loud dark comedy and a profound, touching drama. Ashby takes the emotions seriously, and Harold and Maude's romance rings true. It's just built on a hilariously morbid foundation. To call Harold and Maude's relationship a May-December romance would be an understatement. Harold is 19 and Maude is 79, about to turn 80. The morality of this age difference has been questioned ever since the film first hit cinemas. But in spite of their generational divide, Harold and Maude couldn't be more perfect for one another. Thanks to this 6-decade age gap, the movie tells two kinds of love story rolled into one. A nihilistic young person finds love for the first time, and a jaded older person finds love later in life. The beauty of this romance is that these two lost souls meet each other across different worlds and find love together. This movie is a must-see for existentialists. Harold and Maude's mutual love of death is derived from loneliness that vanishes when they start spending time together. Right from their meet-cute at a stranger's funeral they're both attending for kicks, Bud Cort and Ruth Gordon share authentic chemistry as an unlikely pair of friends-turned-lovers. Harold's obsession with death is diametrically opposed to Maude's obsession with death. Harold has an irrepressible desire to experience death for himself, whereas Maude is committed to seizing the day while she still can. Maude's life is too short attitude means she leads a reckless, worry-free existence, stealing cars and motorcycles and leading cops on a wild goose chase for fun. She doesn't always have the best judgment, but Maude grabs life by the horns. By bringing Harold along for her irresponsible antics, she encourages him to do the same. Although their viewpoints couldn't be more different, Harold and Maude are essentially two sides of the same coin. Harold is a miserable nihilist who wants to die, while Maude uses her fascination with the fact that it could all end at any second to embrace life and live in the moment. In one of the film's subtlest yet most powerful moments, when Harold is holding Maude's hand, he spots a number tattooed on her forearm, suggesting she's a survivor of the Nazi concentration camps. Harold hates life despite having never faced any real hardship. Maude loves life because she lived through the absolute worst that life has to offer and came out the other side. For a movie from a major studio, Harold and Maude has an incredibly daring sense of humor. Suicidal fantasies are played for dark laughs as Harold stages elaborate suicide scenes for his mother to find.
Oh my God! This is too much. I can't stand much more of this. I can't take any more. Oh my God!
Harold's gruesome, blood-soaked performance art is hysterically juxtaposed with his mother desperately trying to show him it doesn't get a rise out of her, so he'll stop. Harold's mom casually makes a phone call as he dangles from a noose. She swims past his body, floating face down in the pool while she's doing lengths. Cat Stevens' uplifting soundtrack, one of the greatest ever composed, is at odds with the film's grim subject matter. Ashby underscores scenes of funerals and suicidal ideation with light-hearted melodies like Miles from Nowhere, I Think I See the Light, and On the Road to Find Out. Stevens' song Where Do the Children Play provides a melancholic musical accompaniment for one of the most gorgeous shots in the movie.
Well, I think it's fine, building jumbo planes, taking a ride.
On this needle drop, cinematographer John A. Alonzo slowly zooms out of Harold and Maude standing atop two empty grave plots in the middle of a vast cemetery. The characters gradually get smaller and smaller in the frame in the midst of a sea of tombstones, beautifully symbolizing that these two lovebirds are bonding over just waiting to join these hundreds of corpses in the ground.
I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day, but tell me, where do the children play?
The third act of Harold and Maude brilliantly subverts the usual sappiness of Hollywood romances. On Maude's 80th birthday, Harold shows her the time of her life, and then at the end of a perfect day, much to Harold's surprise, Maude commits suicide. When Maude tells Harold that she couldn't imagine a lovelier farewell, and casually reveals she's taken an overdose of sleeping pills that will kill her by the strike of midnight, Cort nails Harold's bewildered reaction, mirroring that of the audience.
What?
The sweetest, quietest, most romantic moment in the whole movie suddenly becomes a mad rush to get an overdosing Maude to the hospital. There's no happily ever after ending for Harold and Maude. She dies in his arms as doctors try and fail to save her. After this heartbreaking twist, Ashby teases a bleak ending with Harold driving off a cliff to join Maude in death. But the final scene is much more life-affirming than the explosive car crash would suggest. As it turns out, losing Maude has inspired Harold to finally appreciate life. He wasn't actually in the car, he stands on the cliffside looking down. Ready to move on and live life to the fullest, Harold waltzes off through the countryside, playing If You Want to Sing Out on the banjo that Maude gave him, a musical symbol of what she loved about life. This bittersweet finale is slap bang in the middle of the film's two seemingly opposing tones. Cynical comedy about the joys of death, and existential drama about the will to live.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.
'Cause there's a million